shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing of the game. As important and as intense as this rivalry is, guys, it's usually one of the cleanest games of the season.
The thing about this game every single year is for so many years, it has national championship implications. Two great teams going at it in the same state. One thinks they're so superior. One gets looked at like down through the bottom of their nose. Like, this is a rivalry that means so much to all people in Alabama.
On the national landscape and also in the Heisman Trophy discussion, think about the legends that were almost created because of their performance in this game. Cam Newton at Auburn, Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram at Alabama, Devontae Smith. This game just simply means more.
The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point,
got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And listen, I'm just trying to find a way to be.
And he'll find the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the run from inside his 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Auburn's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Here comes the offense on second down. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Fires on the move. And
down pass towards
complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it.
Reels it in down the left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He turns that loose down the right side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Prentice. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Tigers want to move quickly.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Thorne trying to get to him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he...
All kinds of running room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the...
Touchdown tie! What a grab and go for the score. Ready to try the point after. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the running back from the shotgun. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to pass, it's Thorne. He's got his man, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On third down, going up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go.
Can't hang on. He muffs it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The offense starts with a short field. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass hits, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man. It's Miller. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback got some room, entered to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he'll glide his way in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be knocked down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Wants to throw. It's Thorne. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
The ball pops out. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Power football with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
Looking for space. It's Hunter. And that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route.
Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He leaves it with his back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Thorne. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. Touchdown time! And the punishment has been extended. And it's up and no good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Back to pass, it's Thorne, feeling some heat. Makes the grab, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this one.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. He'll heave it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. He'll set up to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A first down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got some room, headed to the goal line. crimson tide, and the stomping has commenced.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real heart.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Alabama. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this.
And now they've lost the ball down here. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Yeah, that seems about right. Defensive touchdown. Absolute catastrophe for this offense. And the extra point is good, and got to be happy about that after missing a pair. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it's sometimes he...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.